Hello, love. If you are a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra, that means you're an air sign, and this reading for the full moon in Aquarius is for you. I'm Lavender, your mystical auntie. Come in, have a seat, let's chat. So like I said, the full moon in Aquarius is coming up next week. And the Moonology manifestation card for the full moon in Aquarius says, be real. And this says that sometimes we chase people, dreams, situations for all the wrong reasons. It could be that you are attracted to someone because they have money, or you're attracted to a job because it pays really well, but you're going to be really miserable doing it. So look at the reasons why you're chasing things. And I think that's where we are in the full moon. Those reasons are going to be illuminated for you, and you will release the wrong reasons. It also says to stop worrying and trust that everything's going to work out in your benefit. So the first tarot card that I've got is the Fool. And the Fool talks about going on a new adventure, taking that leap of faith that this new adventure is going to be amazing and you're going to learn a lot. And you're excited to learn a lot because you haven't learned these things yet. So in a way, you're kind of naive a little bit because you haven't learned what you're about to learn coming up. So whether this is a new job for you or a new relationship or a road trip, I just heard. Oh, that's awesome. Well, let's keep going and see what else we get for you lovely air signs. Oh, of course, we had to get probably one of the, as my mentor would say, naughtiest cards in the deck, the Nine of Swords. It is Mars in Gemini. So this is waking up every night with anxiety, staying up all night because you're worrying about how everything is going to pan out. And you are staying in that misery because you have this comforter on and you're in bed and it's really comfortable. And it's like misery loves company. You're comfortable in the misery. You're comfortable with the devil, kind of thing. But if you get out of bed and stop worrying about things, like I said, trust that everything's going to work out, then you will find the peace of mind. And it could be that, maybe you are looking for a new job. Maybe you do want a new job. And you're excited about this new adventure with that Fool card. You're really excited. But you are awake every night worrying about, oh my gosh, if I get a new job, what am I going to do about my old job or my current job? How am I going to look for a job? How am I going to interview? How am I going to take the time off without letting them or tipping my hat to my current employer that I'm looking for something else? And all these questions are good questions. But like I said, with that Be Real card, stop worrying and start trusting. Trust that everything will work out. Next, we have the King of Cups. Well, we've got a bunch of cups here. There's a lot of feelings involved here. I feel like this could also be a relationship. What I'm picking up on is for those of you looking for new love, you were in a relationship and whether it ended badly or not, you're still really heartbroken because even when they don't end badly, it still hurts to end a relationship. But I feel like you're a person who loves deeply. And it could be that the person that you were involved with is a Scorpio, or you're trying to get involved with a Scorpio, something like that, because the King of Cups is Scorpio. But he loves deeply. He knows how to feel his emotions. He's not afraid of his emotions. And he's out there in the middle of that water, and he's just calm. He's like, yeah, this is everyday life for me, being out in the middle of the water. And you can see that there's like little fish coming up, and they're greeting him. They're like, hi, King of Cups, we love you. So that's really cool. We also have the Knight of Cups, which is following your heart's desires. So whether this is a job situation, a romance situation, a health situation, follow what feels good for you, and you will find immense joy. Because we also have the Ace of Cups, which is the hand of the divine handing you a cup overflowing with 5 streams of abundance. And this is abundance in 5 different areas of your life. And this is, the divine handing you a cup overflowing with wonderful emotions, joy, happiness, love, everything that makes you feel good. But it's going to take some time. It's going to take some deliberate planting of the right seeds. You have to be very deliberate in where you're planting the seeds, what seeds you're planting, but you will find great abundance. It could be love, money, health, because pentacles can reflect all of those. Pentacles are stable love. They are money, they're stability, they're good health. So plant the seeds intentionally to find the right outcomes for yourself. And you will find healing. I really feel like this Three of Swords is tied to the Nine of Swords because you have this anxiety and this sadness that you're up all night with. And now you're at a point where you're healing from it because you're taking these swords out of your heart one by one. And if that's a breakup for you, I know how difficult breakups are, and I'm really sorry you're going through that. If it's maybe you've been, let go from a job instead of leaving a job. And that hurts too, because that hurts your ego. It's like, wow, they really rejected me. They didn't want me around. They didn't appreciate what I brought to the table. I know what that feels like too, unfortunately, but yeah, it's awful. So there is healing coming in. It's wonderful healing, but just keep being intentional with the seeds you plant and go after your heart's desires. Go after what makes you feel good. I'm going to see if there's any other messages for you. Okay, air signs. We have Jupiter in Libra, the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about resting, recuperating, meditating. So definitely a time to meditate, to rest. Just take it easy and don't worry about the things that are giving you anxiety. Try to keep those, acknowledge those thoughts that they are coming in, but then let them go and focus on what's bringing you joy. And take the time to smell the roses, because life is all about living the experiences, enjoying the journey along the way. Well, this is really fitting. We have the King of Swords, who is an Aquarius for this full moon in Aquarius. And the King of Swords, he is like an expert in his field. He could be a lawyer, a psychologist, a counselor, anybody that has a lot of knowledge and imparts that knowledge. He also is an energy that reminds me of Mr. Spock in Star Trek, because there's no emotion. He doesn't know about expressing his feelings. He doesn't know about showing how deeply he loves. He just can tell you, yes, I care about you deeply. But you don't feel that emotion, where the King of Cups is like, I really care about you deeply. I love you. This guy's kind of colder, but he's very intelligent, and he only lives on truth and logic. So I feel like that's someone coming in to help you. And I just heard that someone may be going through a divorce. So if that's you, I'm really sorry. Divorces are not fun, but I feel like it's something that's meant to happen so that you can find your real self. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Cups. Yes, if you're going through a divorce, you are going to find your happily ever after. If you are going through anything, if you've lost a job or going through a breakup or anything like that, you will find your happily ever after. That's amazing. I'm going to get us some angel numbers now for lovely Geminis, Libras, and Aquarians. So first of all, we have confirmation of the Four of Swords. We have 420, relax. Yeah, chill, relax, meditate, rest, take a nap. It's okay. All of the work will still be there when you're done resting. Then we have 2134, achievement. Wow, I really feel this is being connected to the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is your happily ever after. It's the emotional fulfillment. It is your family being completed. So you have met the achievement of your goals, your manifestations. What you set out to do when you stepped into the energy of the Fool, is starting a new job, a new relationship, whatever it is for you, a new health journey. You have achieved this, and you're stepping into the energy of the Ten of Cups. That is amazing. Then we have 5151, optimism. Air signs, you guys are really good about optimism. All of the air signs that I know are very optimistic about a lot of things. And this is a good energy to have as you are moving through this journey of this new chapter that's coming in for you. And then the last one of my favorites, 777 luck. Luck is on your side. Things are going to work out for you because you know they will. All of the air signs are very intelligent, very brilliant people, and you know things are going to work out for you. You have no doubts. Thank you so much for watching. If you really like this reading, do me a favor, click that like button. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and it takes 2 seconds, maybe 1 second, depending on how fast your internet is. And then if you liked it a little bit more, leave me a respectful comment. Let me know if this resonates with you. And then if you really, really like this reading, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. And they can see more of these videos that I do. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you the very best and brightest blessings for this full moon in Aquarius.